We live? Well, let's do it. DEG. Granddaughter. 430 in the building. Yeah. Big game, we talk that. Made a path, we walk that. Skills max, streets got a bag, that's a real win. Never lost that, this dead end gaming. You know how we do. BZ and the granddad. That's player one, that's player two. New, we gon' talk about it. Review, we gon' talk about it. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, we gon' talk about it. Can't forget that PC. Best around this web B. Special guest from 9/11 right up out that family tree. We got it. Sonic's traveling real fast. Leveled up, but we the final boss. No one else to go with this podcast. It's dead end gaming. Finna hit the mark. On point like the sharpest dart. If you tuned in, just know you smart. Press start.
Love that intro. Love that intro, man.
Who don't love that intro?
Love it, man. Love it. How can you not like?
How can you hate on? How can you hate on something so clean, so nice, so well produced and recorded,
bruh? Like when you see that and hear that, you like, bruh.
You know you went for some good shit.
It's crazy, man. You know it's so crazy. But yes, as always, man. This is Dead End Gaming. Episode 218, two-parter, of course, as well. You listening to part one of this episode. Of course, next Friday you will get part two. But I am one half of the host. With me, I got the homie Granddad Willie.
Granddaughter, 1,000 hours. Only throw out now. You see what I'm doing out here on that intro? I'm doing it more on the album, you know. And look, and I low key been cooking some other stuff up. It's early stages, but look, I'm out here.
I hear you. You know what I'm saying?
And also, shout out to B out here. He out here. He's trying to be modest. This boy been cranking out the beats. He been cranking out the beats on the regular. Be on the lookout. He might have something for you.
Oh man, look, bruh. It's funny too, cause I was listening to this Black Milk album, this new instrumental album he got, and I feel so inspired. And I literally been cooking up. So I was making some beats earlier today. Before I hopped on the game and stuff, and I've been smashing them things out. So
love to hear it.
Yes, man. I'm working on some stuff, man. I'm finally trying to get me a vinyl release going on. Hopefully so. I mean, knowing how expensive vinyls is and the stuff that me and my wife got going on, so I got to try to find some money somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But yes, as always, man. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Hey, we got a jam-packed episode today. It's jam-packed. Yeah, jam-packed, man. We got a lot of stuff. We talking about the RIP, the Game Informer. You know what I'm saying? The end of an era, end of a true era. You know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned before we started recording, Granddad, it was Game Pro and Game Informer. It was the Coke and Pepsi of gaming magazines. So, you know, true. That. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about, Bungie, of course, again, with huge layoffs of. This is sad.
Niggas just getting fired, bro.
Man. Just getting so fired.
Hey, I might end up fired next week, bro. At this rate, I don't even know. I'm scared, bro. Everybody getting axed, bro. Dang.
Yeah, man. And then we talking about some news updates on some games that's going to be getting some remakes. Max Payne remaking in a sequel to Control 2, which you played the first Control. And I haven't played that, but you said it was a very, very good game.
Great game.
Yeah. So. And then, of course, with this game dropping next week, Black Myth, Wukong.
Yeah, Black Myth Wukong,
and that's one I'm semi scared of, but we'll talk about it. And then last but definitely not least, man, we're gonna talk about Borderlands movie. You know, it's a movie based off of a popular video game. That's been tearing the scene up since the PS3 era in Borderlands. So the movie is flopped big time. So we're gonna get into that, especially myself being a huge Borderlands fan. I got Granddad into playing Borderlands.
That's true. He did.
He became blowing it. So. Yeah, we're going to talk about how the movie flopped. And then staying with the subject of movies, in our part two of the show, we're going to do a tier list of video games turned into movies or movies that were made from adaptation of a video game. So we're going to do a tier list of that. So that's going to be fun as heck.
Ignorance at its finest, y'all. We look out for it because we're going to be talking shit.
At its finest. But to start it off, we got to talk about the games that we played. So, Granddad.
No comment.
Nothing.
Hey,
busy working,
man. Look, busy working. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. 2024. I've deemed it 2020 hoe because that's all I've been getting is hoed, bruh. In the world of gaming, like, look. Oh, I guess you can congrats to me. So I did get low key a promotion, you know. So your boy has now gotten his own company within the company. The paperwork is solidified. The records are there. I got more to come, but basically I've been given an entire division under my own company name and umbrella. It's official, signed, sealed, and delivered. And
congratulations, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That's what all this work is going to, which means hopefully in the near future, I will be planted here more often now that I don't have to, now that I got to run ship somewhere officially. And
I miss gaming with you, man. I miss gaming with
me too, brother. Hey, man. So like it's signed, still delivered. So by next month, so you're going to be looking up. So I've been given a whole, photo booth, video production division of the company. It's going to be big time. You're going to be knowing about it. Look out for that soon. I'm going to be promoting that. So, you know, all around the Atlanta area and surrounding areas, man, we doing things. So with that being said, so with that being said, I will not have to travel as much.
Oh man, I know you loving that.
So I got to round out the rest of this year, most likely. But then so hopefully it'll lessen up. But hopefully top of 2025, bro, we out here, we back in it. And we degenerates.
We still haven't finished. It Takes Two. Man, we still got to finish that game.
Don't even remind me, bro.
Bruh, but that's a fun game. We still haven't finished it yet.
But with that being said, I did play a little bit of game. Me and my son have our bonding. Gaming is me and my son's like bonding time. That's what we do. When I come home, the first thing we do is we hop on the sticks, and I gotta play what he likes to play. So we've been rocking the Fortnite. This boy is good. He's getting good. So he been getting battle royales left and right, but he likes to do the little like games within the game. I didn't know they had all these little cool. So we was playing this one game. I forget what it was called, but basically it's like these like scary like creature horror villains that are popping up, and then like everybody has to get, this whole collective of like players have to get together and try to kill it. And he's into that right now. I forget the name of it, but like he's always into some like cool little side games within the game. And they put Only Up. I know have you heard that game where you got to keep climbing up and up? So they have a version of that in Fortnite now, and he was playing that. So me and him were playing that too, and that shit crazy too. It's not the same exact way, but it's pretty damn close to it. So that's what all I've been doing for my small amount of time that I be at home, because it's been crazy. But the gaming time is usually me and my son. We're bonded. But look, Wukong's coming out, so we got to at least get that cracked open. So that's the goal. But yeah, that's all I've been with me. But you, the 430, you out here,
man. I forgot to send. It was a clip I forgot to send you. Damn it, I forgot to send it. I know
you've been Elden Ringing though. You've been Elden Ringing.
Also too, bruh. I've been Immaculate Warrior. I even finished.
I know you have.
I meant to send you the clip of my the boss battle.
You're gonna be so key proud of me. I started I got the first 20 minutes in.
The first 20 minutes?
Hey, bro, I tried, bro. I started it, bro. And then, look, all right, so this is what happened. I got it. I cracked it open. I was like, yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was falling asleep on the screen, bro. Because it was like 2 a.m. I was like watching it and I was dozing off. I was like, bro, this can't be life. This can't be life. And then I was like, I'm gonna come back. But bro, I'm getting there. I'm gonna get there. Bro, Diogen, I'm hurting. Bro, you know why though, Diogen? Because my body's on 2 different time zones every week. I'm on East Coast and West Coast time zone, 3-hour difference. So my body's all jacked up on the sleep schedule, bro. So when I finally get somewhere, settle down, my body's just all over the place with the sleep schedule. My sleep schedule was fucked up right now, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. So we trying though. We trying.
Dang, man.
We trying.
Yeah, last week, if y'all checked out for the gaming stream, I finally finished Hellblade 2.
Congrats.
Short game. So a quick review of this game. It's dope. I mean, as far as audio engineering goes, this game should win. Like, if I can't remember if they had like a best audio effects.
They did.
Like audio. Yeah.
The sound design. I think it was called sound design.
The sound design. Oh yeah. Man, this game should win. It should be nominated at least. If it doesn't win, it better be nominated for best sound design, because the sound design, oh my God, on that game is dope. My critique, and you I'll let you be the judge.
I know you told me this earlier, and like I said, once I get into it,
it's a lot of puzzles.
It's more puzzle. It's more puzzles than warrioring. Like you want a warrior more than puzzles, but you get more puzzles than the warrioring. I get it.
Yes.
And you said there's no like true boss fights, which I'm okay with that because honestly, there really wasn't any real true boss fights in the first one.
It was though.
It kind of was.
Section you was in, you had to fight. You had to fight a different type of person at the end.
That's true. You're right. But they weren't like, I'm thinking Elden Ring level boss fights. But I don't know. We gonna get into it when we get into it. Maybe they wanted to just push on the psychological. Maybe Hellblade 3 is gonna be all ass whippings. Who knows? Man. Who knows? Man,
that's that sound design in that game was say. I mean, combat was still on point. Everything about it was. Everything that we liked about the first one is there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the combat is even better. Like, it's like if you're familiar with it, you're familiar with it. So yeah, and the graphics, of course, look freaking, of course, amazing because now this is, Xbox Series X graphics. It's next gen graphics. So yeah, graphics look amazing. So yeah, that's really my only critique of the game. And of course, it seems shorter. It seemed much shorter than the first one. Yeah, much shorter than the first one. So, but yeah, go ahead and play it, brother. Like, go ahead and be immaculate where you are.
Hey, bro, you know what's gonna happen? Like I said, once this thing is all calmed down, it looks like it's about to finally happen. Oh, bro, we getting it. Yep. We getting it in.
So yeah, so I got that game under my belt, man. Okay, so if y'all haven't came through my stream yesterday, pull up that first one, Granddaddy.
Which one? The Millennia or the Black Blade? Millennia.
Yes,
okay.
Millennia. Yes. Pull that joint up.
All right, we out here.
You know what I'm saying? Because I kept hearing all the murmurs. Shout out to Bob. Bob was telling me, Robin God, I think he's in the chat. He was saying it. Jeremiah was saying it. Like, yo, man, Milena, man, you better. I even put like a little poll in my Discord. I'm like, yo, what's the hardest boss between Millennia or Queen Valkyrie? And people kept saying Millennia. So I'm like, okay, man, like, so then when I started my stream, right, I was like, okay, y'all, over and under. I was like, over and under 10. If I'm gonna get over 10 attempts or less than 10 attempts, right? Everybody kept saying over. Everybody in the chat was saying over 10, over 10, over 10, over 10. Man, let me tell you something, bro.
Oh, bruh, what you do?
It only took me 2 tries. Only took me two tries.
This man a minute. How you, bro? There ain't no way, bro.
And this the second try right here. This is the second attempt. Right
you beat her in 2 tries, bro.
Second try, bro.
And she's supposed to be like one of the hardest bosses, right?
Bro, look at it. Look, boy, are you looking at this?
I'm watching what you're doing, bro.
Bro, in our defense, BZ, I think most people thought oh man.
So yeah, so you came in pretty prepared though with your level and your.
I was prepared. I was prepared, bro.
Dang, that quick,
bro. People kept telling me they was like, man, B, I can't believe you beat her this quick. Like most
bro,
people,
you made her look like a level 1 enemy, bro.
Hey, look.
See, I told you, y'all.
When people kept telling me, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't know, y'all. Like this build I got is pretty OP. Like I got this blood build with this 2 twin blades that does blood damage, and I got like certain armors and stuff that I'm wearing also increases my attack power and the blood damage power. So, bruh, I was ready. I was just really ready. It's like one of those things where you train for a fight and you can tell which fighter was training and who was ready. And like that was me.
Man, look at you, bro, out here. That was me, defying all the odds.
That was me. Internet Raheem, go back. The stream is up on my stream. Go back and look at it. I explained my build and everything during that stream. The video's still up. But yeah, watch this one, bro. She had a second form. I was like, I was a little nervous. I was like, oh man, like is she about to give me that work? Man, please, wait till you see this. And it was funny because what's funny about this is that somebody was following me at the same time and they said, welcome to hell, bitch. It was my Martin as he was saying, welcome to hell, bitch, I was beating her ass. Like, it's so funny. Watch. It's I'm watching. Funny. It's like, bruh. Not yet, Deogen. I mean, I'm gonna put the whole entire stream on YouTube because I don't think people are gonna believe me. I don't think people are going to believe that it took me only 2 tries to beat her. I'm like, Queen Valkyrie had me at it took me a whole 2-hour stream to beat her. It took me an entire 2-hour stream to beat Queen Valkyrie. So I don't know, man. I'm starting to think that's cap.
Hey man, look.
It's harder.
But see, here's what people are saying in the chat is that like, you showed up with
I was ready.
Welcome to hell.
Look at this. Look at her energy. Look at her energy when I say that.
Dang, bro. You eating that motherfucker, bro.
Bruh.
Damn, B.
One more time. Watch this one more time. I'm about to hit her again.
Yo, you are. She is.
Bruh.
Nah, bruh.
Bro. Look at that.
Wait, what weapon is that? Is that the boy you was telling, the blood sword or the?
Not the Bloodhound's Fang. That's my whenever I get through dungeons build. See, I explained it in the stream. So like I explained when I'm about to fight a boss, I popped on those two twin blades.
Nah, bro, you cheated, bro. You got what cheat code you put in, bro? Ain't no way, bro. Okay. Ain't no way.
Pop up the other one.
Man.
They saw that too. Pop up the other
This
one.
man Beezy out here cheating, y'all. He done hooked up. He done called somebody over at the Elden Ring creating team and say, hey, hook a brother up with one of them codes.
I was screaming trying to get it spelled. Beans, Jeremiah, shout out to Jay. That's Black Caesar's son. I asked him, was it like a farm ruin? He told me one, but it was like he told me one where it's like a ball. You got to make a ball fall off a cliff, and you get like 2,000 runes every time you do it.
Yeah.
Like once you start like getting to the point to where it takes you 100 runes to level up, it's like I'm not about to be sitting here doing this for 2 hours to farm runes. So no, man, dungeons, them catacombs, you get a lot of XP for beating those bosses in those dungeons. Look at this.
You are just out here working these motherfuckers, bro.
Now I will say my mimic, because you can summon a mimic tier, so my mimic tier literally does everything that I do.
Yeah,
it was a couple of times my mimic got some good licks on him on this particular fight, but still, I mean, is it part of the game? You can use it, so I use my mimic tier every chance.
Use what you can, right?
We use what I can, so I'm gonna summon my mimic tier, and it's gonna come in and it's gonna whoop ass with me.
That's crazy.
Sometimes them mimic tiers don't be doing nothing. They just kind of, I usually just use them for distraction, like just kind of. So they won't be zoomed in on me all the time.
Yeah.
But my mimic tiers don't be doing shit. my mimics don't be doing nothing. I'll be doing all the work pretty much, basically. But yeah, man, I'm telling you.
Nah, man.
I am ready. I'm ready for that DLC. I heard that DLC is pretty tough. So I think this build that I have, I'm gonna be ready for this DLC. I mean, come on.
I mean, the way you working these bosses, shit. I wouldn't be surprised. Yes.
And Bob said the area where you fight, that area I definitely was farm. I was leveling up really good, and with all those zombie dudes I kept killing. DLC is crazy, BZ. Okay, Internet Raheem, we'll see. I hope the DLC is ready for me. That's what I'm hoping for. Look, I'm talking all this shit, and I might be coming on here like, y'all, this DLC kicking my ass. I'm talking, but yeah, that's the super. Most of the big boss, they have like a second form.
Yeah, so, I was gonna ask, most of the main bosses have like a second form or something?
Yeah, bro, you got to play this game, Granddad.
I want to, bro. I want to play a lot of games, bro. Like I'm telling you, just wait. I'm gonna be. You got to play this even game. If it takes till 2025, bro. This game is getting played. I'm out here
sitting this ass whipping for a minute,
bro. You are just, bro. It's like effortless, bro. Told you.
Look at that, man. I mean,
nah, bro, you're cheating, bro.
It's nothing.
Nah,
I'm not cheating.
He's cheating, y'all. Tell me, as someone from looking for that, from all the horror stories I've heard, I've seen people spend hours on some of these bosses. You out here just breezing by these motherfuckers like easy like this?
I am ready. Look, I found these blood. I've always heard this before. Even shout out to Jeremiah. I think he mentioned it to me before too. He said blood builds are like kind of like the go-to builds for damage. Like for high damage, get you a blood build. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm, my main weapon I was using that got me through 75-80% of the game. The Bloodhound's Fang is kind of like a blood damage weapon. So, man, I just be out here smoking. Once I found like the pieces and the talismans that I can use to enhance my stuff, it's a wrap, bruh. Come on. Let's say he didn't play the game right way. Whatever, Beans. I played the game the right way. I dug deep and I trained like the warrior I am.
You dug deep like the warrior you were.
Hey, Joaquin Carmen said an old school joint. Remember Game Shark?
Oh, man, I had a Game Shark. Hey, man, the Game Shark was fun. Hey, taking it even further back, I had the Game Genie. You remember that joint?
I remember Game Genie.
Yeah, man.
I used to hate when fools was using Game Genie.
Man.
The only time The only time I really used a code for something, and I think was Contra. It is no way.
You had to use a Contra code.
Bro, I challenge anyone to try to get through Contra without using the 30-man.
Contra was sent from Satan himself, bro. That game was ridiculous, bro.
It is absolutely no way someone can get through Contra with only 3 lives. Absolutely no way, bro. No way. So that was the only time I used like a cheat code to my advantage. Was the 30 lives cheat code in Contra. But bruh. And to be honest with you, if I could find a way to find a cheat code for Sekiro, I'd use that shit. Because man, Sekiro was nuts, bro. First boss made me quit that game. Quit that game.
Yeah, I don't think I've never really wanted to play Sekiro anyway, because I was like, why when I got Ghost? But after hearing what you went through, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Bruh. And Bob in the chat too, man. He quit the same. He quit at the same boss I quit at. We both quit at the first boss. He was like, man, fuck this game. I was like, bruh, that's exactly what I said. Like, I can't play it. Can't do it at all.
It ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it, man. It is not worth it.
It ain't the game. Man. The game ain't worth a damn.
Yeah. See, look about. He just said it. He just said, "Fuck Sekiro." Right. I'm with you, Bob. It's that game is not made for me. That game is not now. Maybe 19 years old, BZ, but not plus 40-year-old BZ. No, that game is not made for me. But that's the games I played this week. That's what I've been digging in.
All right. Well, look. Well, seeing as that game ain't made for you, a game that might be made for you because it looks like it's also made for me is about to drop very soon. We talking about Black Myth Wukong, y'all. We're going to get into our topics, and our first one is going to be Black Myth Wukong. They finally released their final trailer with a release date. We getting it August this month, August the 20th.
Yeah, that's next week.
That's next week
from tomorrow.
That's next week.
That's next Wednesday. Yeah.
Nah, look, y'all. Yeah. This game, we've always said it. This game looks phenomenally gorgeous. Visually, this shit is amazing looking. Go ahead. What you got to say, B?
So what I'm hearing, just the murmurs.
Oh, here you go. Here you go to throw salt in the game already, bro.
I don't know how much true this is, but I heard this is a mixture of God of War meets Sekiro. That's what I'm hearing.
See, once you heard Sekiro, bro, you gonna get scared, bro. See, you about to run from this, bro.
Right.
You about to run away from this game, bro.
I want you to tell me how it is first, because when I heard Sekiro, I mean the God of War comparison, to be compared to God of War and Sekiro, that's a pretty good comparison. I mean that's a good company. Yeah. And look, I'm not saying Sekiro is a bad game. It's just too damn hard for me to play. I mean, Sekiro is an amazing game, but it's just hard as hell. So I wonder why that's the comparison. Is it because of the third person view?
It might be
God of War.
Maybe the enemies will be. I do want a level of difficulty and challenge, and it looks like it's going to give us that. But look, bro. I haven't played Sekiro, so I can't use that as a reference point like you can. But looking at this right here, I'm for the smoke, bro. I'm here for it. I'm here to.
If it's Lies of P Elden Ring difficulty, I can handle it. I can handle it.
Man, I don't care, bro. I want this, bro. I need this in my life.
He said, I want this.
Bro, I cannot wait. And it's interesting that this is as far as consoles are concerned, it's only coming out on PS5. It's not coming out on Xbox, which is interesting to me, but it is coming out on PC. So it's coming out on PC and it's coming out on, I think, Epic Game Store and Steam. But there's no Xbox release, which is interesting to me. But hey, we still out here. We got it all. We got all the peripherals. So
man, hey, look, bro, this game looks beautiful.
So let me because Ravagard corrected me at launch. I know it's coming out later, but I was wondering why is it not coming out at launch like everything else? Maybe something with Xbox or whatever it is. But hey, like I said, we out here. I'm not waiting. I'm getting on PS5. So, but yeah, man, this game looks phenomenal. The combat looks cool. I mean, I want to see what the real story is. I want to see what the story is, though. That's the thing. Like, yes, visually it looks cool. The combat looks dope. The bosses look amazing. But is the story going to be captivating? Am I going to be drawn in by the story? So if the story is good, then that's all I'm worried about now.
This game looks good, man.
It does.
The combat looks amazing. Like everything about this game looks like it's going to be top tier.
Fire, bro. And like I feel like all these. Because like I said, I'm not, I did a little research on like the story of like Wukong and, and everything and everything like that as far as the character and whatnot and his abilities. And they said that they pretty much based this like sort of like a loose. I mean, if you think about Goku from Dragon Ball, the Power Pole is kind of like based off of him, yeah, and stuff like that, which is kind of cool because you see like his weaponry, but also the way he can change forms and stuff like that. So I just want to see just how extensive his move set is in this game, as far as with the weaponry and the traits and the abilities. Is there going to be? I'm pretty sure there's going to be like, you know, a skill tree and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm just really excited to get into this game and just kind of see what all it brings, because visually, like I said, it's stunning. But is the meat and potatoes as far as the story and the gameplay, as far as like how you build your character and how you progress in this game, in this world? How open world is it? Is it like linear open world? Is it true open world? Like,
I think it's gonna be kind of like linear, like Sekiro and God of War.
I kind of feel like it might be that way, and I hope it is. I don't want it to be like all fully open world. I do, because I want to know what the story is as far as like the progression of this game. But yeah, next week, y'all, 7 days. In 7 days, we out here. Black Myth Wukong is finally here. The streets finally about to get fed. The streets finally about to get fed.
And how long we been? They like. I feel like it's been
years.
What, 2 years.
It's been a couple years since we got that teaser.
A couple years.
Yeah,
man, and it's finally about to hit, bro.
Yeah,
this shit look dope.
Oh
this
yeah,
shit look dope, man.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the game to be. I mean, that's gonna be the game to be talked about all week next week. So don't be surprised if you see nothing but Black Myth Wukong clips and commentary all over social media and YouTube and stuff like that, because it's gonna be out here. But I'm excited. I hope the game lives up to the hype, though. Like that's the one thing that I'm really, really worried about, is that the game doesn't live up to the hype, or that the combat isn't redeeming enough to keep you engaged in the game. That's why I say I'm so interested in what this story, and it says Journey to the West, but how they play off this story, and if this story really does grab you and you really do get invested into this entire game. Because I want a franchise. If this game goes out the park, they got plenty of source material to make more. So that's what it is.
We'll see. We'll see, bro.
Yeah, one thing we ain't gonna see is Borderlands, because that shit apparently is trash. All right, y'all. So we've been lately getting a lot of video game adaptations onto the big and small screen, whether it's a movie or it's a series, and for the most part, we've been doing pretty good. I mean, we've got the Sonic movie, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, both doing well. We got Last of Us series doing amazing. Fallout got great reviews and reception. So we've been on a pretty good run as far as adaptations from video games to the small and big screen. So Borderlands, a very popular franchise, third-person shooter with a lot of character and craziness to it. B's a big fan of it. I became a fan of it. They got their own movie, a theatrical release movie, and it released this past week. And I'm telling you right now, it ain't doing no Deadpool versus Wolverine numbers. That shit got a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. Huge flop. And it's now, based on what Diogen said, it's up to 10%, but it didn't earn nothing but $8.8 million.
That's all they earned. I thought I saw somewhere it said it was like $100 million budget, but they only made like $10 million.
Look, I'm reading it right here. The Borderlands movie, which is bombing with only $8.8 million in its opening weekend for the U.S. The movie earned $7.7 million international, so $16.5 million. But if you had a budget of 115 and you brought in 10% of that, bro, somebody getting fired. So what I've heard is in the chat and from other people that the movie is ass. So like, let's talk about it. I haven't seen it. B hasn't seen it. But I mean, when you compare this to movies like the Mario Bros. Movie and Sonic, something had to go horrendously wrong.
I'm really curious because I mean, I'm really. I don't know if it's one of them movies where you got to play the game to like understand the lore of the movie.
Man, or is it, I don't know, because you can't say that when you got successes like Fallout and Last of Us, even though they're series, or even so like. I don't know. Maybe they should have went the series route with it. Maybe that's where they messed up. But even I don't know, bro. Because even other movies like Uncharted didn't do this bad, or like to make 10% of your budget opening weekend. And I don't know if it's because they did a bad job with the marketing or the promotion, or like, because I didn't even really, I heard that they were making a Borderlands movie, but I didn't even know what's coming out. Like, or it could be it's been overshadowed because Deadpool versus Wolverine is doing crazy right now. Like,
it's still doing
crazy numbers right now. I think it just came out maybe at a bad time where people just don't care. Like, because there's other movies out right now that are probably getting more attention. Even though they're superhero video games are not really in the same world, I just feel like most people's attention are not on a Borderlands movie. Or maybe the world just wasn't ready for a Borderlands movie. I don't know. Because it's just interesting that...
Go ahead. It's interesting what?
It's just interesting that this movie did so bad. And Borderlands has so many games. It's got a cult following. But it just seems nobody... I mean, like you said, me and you, we love the franchise, but we didn't go see this movie. So I guess the question is, why didn't we go see the movie, B? I tell you why I didn't see it. We didn't have time. People life be lifing. But even still, I think if we really wanted to see this movie, we would have like at least said, hey, we're going to make a plan to see this movie. And it's only been out for a week. It's opening weekend. But I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's even did better than this. And that movie wasn't even all that.
I mean, the only reason why I didn't see it because I was out of town with the wife. So that's the only reason why I didn't get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
Because I did. As someone who's been playing the game since the very first one, I definitely was curious to see this movie, because I want to be like, okay, how many callbacks to the game are they going to have in this? How are the characters going to be? I was just like, I can't believe they got Lilith like old. They got Lilith being played by somebody in the 60s. Right. So that was kind of interesting. But other than that, I mean, I just wanted to see the Borderlands lore for myself and see what it was about. You know what I'm saying? So. It's unfortunate that it's getting horrible reviews.
I mean, it's getting trashed, bro.
I really want to know from people who love the game like me what they think of it. Like, are they like, yeah, this shit is like they didn't do such and such, they didn't da da da. Like, I want to know what's the real about it.
And what's crazy is now that I'm realizing the kind of cast that they got in here. I'm gonna pull up the trailer, y'all. But they have Cate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jack Black. They got some pretty big names in this movie.
Jack Black being Claptrap. Claptrap. Yeah, that was the good one. I was like, okay, I can definitely. I thought that was cast well, just off the name, just off on paper. On paper, I was like, oh man, Jack Black is Claptrap. That's gonna be good.
So, as I'm watching this trailer, I think this was a situation where Ken says the trailer makes you think it's going to be one way, and then you see it, and it's just like not executed as well as the trailer makes it seem. Because you look at the world, you look at the visuals. It seems they got the characters down. They got the world down, but I just feel like maybe bad acting, bad plot, bad everything else. They said it's unfunny. They said it's boring. I've seen people say it's boring. It's unfunny. It's, I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to just, I have no idea. How do you mess this up this bad? From the trailer, it looks cheesy though. It does look very like
but that's the lure of Borderlands though. Borderlands
that's true.
Always been like cheesy. So
yeah, but Borderlands the game is good cheesy. Like, okay, I know this is cheesy, but it's like it's entertaining. And I think that's the problem is like you can't translate that kind of cheese over into an actual movie because then it's just cheesy. So I'm sorry to all people who had to.
So Diogen, I think that probably was Tiny Tina.
That was Tiny Tina. Yeah, the I forget her name, but the one, with the hair, and the heads, ears. But look. This is the L. This is the L for Gearbox. This is the L for Borderlands. This is the L for the gaming movie space, which has been doing very well as of late with big name games being brought to the big screen for the most part. So I don't know. Obviously, there's not going to be a Borderlands 2. They're not going to get a sequel. They're in the red.
Oh, no. If it is, it's probably going to go straight to like streaming.
Nope. They ain't even getting that. They ain't even getting that.
That man said nope.
They're done. They're done. They so much in the red, bro. They gonna take out loans for their kids. Bro.
Hey, it's that bad.
Them niggas is, bro, they gonna get paid a visit for that kind of, for being in the red that much, bro. Somebody getting their legs broken. The directors and the producers better be laying low, bro, because they about to get somebody finna come collect. It's a wrap.
Lord have mercy. This man here going in.
Bro, the mafia, like, look, I hope the mafia ain't investing that one. I don't know, bro. Look, and I wonder how like all the talent. I mean, I wonder how the talent feels. I mean, look, because okay, think about
they don't care. They got their check.
They got their. I wonder how to. But look, think about it. It's a smudge on their record now, bro. It's a smudge on their on their filmography at this point. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart got a few.
Actors probably already had.
They got smudges. Yeah, they just probably was in it for the check. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, I know for a fact Kevin Hart didn't play no goddamn Borderlands. I know Cate Blanchett wasn't playing Borderlands. Jamie Lee, they weren't playing this game. So I think that also plays into it. Like, these are people who have probably no real connection to this franchise. Just got to check.
Yeah, it's like get actors who like also are a fan of the games. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. But it's like at that point you pick your slim pickings, because it's like how many A-list or even B-list actors are like really like.
Yeah, you're right.
Committed to the game. So.
You're right. But it's unfortunate.
I think that's hard.
It's unfortunate, man. Like, and I don't see any upturn. Like once you come out the gate that week, there's no recovery. This isn't like this isn't a Cyberpunk situation where you can come out with a DLC of a movie and get better. No, it's done. So
I agree, Christian. I agree with that. Jack Black probably was the only one that was familiar with that game, which I think him being Claptrap was a great pick. That was a great cast pick right there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe the yoga, but I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know what could have been done to make this movie a success. Because basically, it all starts at the pen. It starts with the writer, the script. The script was bad. Then you can't make a good movie out of a bad script. No matter what characters you put, no matter what visuals you give, no matter what actors you put on there. If the script is bad and the story's bad, the movie's gonna be bad. So it all boils down to that. So I mean, no more Borderlands movies. Don't expect any more of that. I hope they get their money back. However, the studio lost.
They ain't getting their money. They ain't getting
their money back. It's a wrap. They better do so whatever. So I don't know what studio put that movie out, but was it Fox maybe or whoever it was? But they better drop something else real quick. Get that money back because it's over. It's over. They ain't getting it. Look, foreclosure. Borderlands under foreclosure right now, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a wrap. RIP to Borderlands. Also, RIP. It's a sad thing. This is RIP we're really sad about though. Game Informer, y'all.
Oh man.
Game Informer magazine and publication is not finally, but is sadly closing its doors after 33 years. The longest running US gaming magazine is now going to bed, going to the upper room. End of an era, y'all. Now,
you know one thing too.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. Let's see what you say.
I say, you know what thing about I used to kind of like about Game Informer too is they like the cover art. Like some of the magazines have some dope cover arts, man.
Right.
Like really, really dope cover arts.
Yeah. Like Game Informer magazine was that was my go-to magazine when I was a kid. Like I would remember, memory lane. I remember going to back in the day when they would have magazines in stores, like the grocery stores, and or back in Indiana it was like the Kmart and things like that. I would go there and I would just like pick up the Game Informer magazine that would come out every month, and I would just stand there while my mom would be shopping. I would be in there just reading the Game Informer, looking at what games is coming out. Sometimes they'll put in a little cheat codes or something like that here and there once in a while. Or they would give you, insight on like, of a game that's out that you might want to know like the backstory of, or they'll just like if a brand new high level game is coming out, they'll dedicate that whole magazine to that game based off the release. It was a I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain it. It was sort of like, I guess, the zeitgeist of at the time. Like it was just like, when you when you want to know what's on the up and up, you would go to the magazines. There was no internet. Mm-hmm. There was no internet. Like the video game stores, you know, the Funko Lands or the EB Games, depending on how where you were in life at that time. You would go there and they would have those magazines there, you know, aside as well as the cheat code mags and the strategy guides. You would have the Game Informer and the Game Pros there as well every month. And I would collect them. I would have a stack of Game Informer magazines. I would collect Game Informer magazines, XXL magazines, Source magazines. Like I had a whole thing back when magazines was popular. So yeah, man. What about you, B? How you feel about this, B? What was your?
Like I said, Game Informer used to be a good way for like you to look forward to games that were coming out too. I remember it used to show like, you know, of course, like you mentioned, before internet, before YouTube, like when you saw like screenshots or like images of like an upcoming video game that's coming out maybe like in another couple of months. Like used to be that Game Informers, you'd be like, oh man, so like what they got, you know, you kind of have an idea what they're gonna have in this game, what they're gonna, you know, the type of stuff it's like. So that was one thing I missed that I used to like about Game Informer was like, okay, if it's a game I'm looking forward to, and I know Game Informer's doing like a piece on it, you know, they might have an article about that particular game that I'm looking forward to. I make sure I buy it just so I can read up on it. Yeah. And like it'll help me build the excitement more. Like, oh man, I can't wait for this game to drop so I can play it. You know, so that was one thing I used to like about Game Informers, like the anticipation, like the way it used to make us feel like being anticipated for a game to come out. And like I said, even just the artwork, like so when it was a game that I was excited for, like if it was like an upcoming Zelda game, and I see that was on the cover of Game Informer, I'd be like, oh man, I know they're gonna be talking about, you know, what's popping with the new up and coming Zelda game. Like, and then they had like their own little like rating system at the end. They rate games and stuff that came out.
I remember that
month. So yeah, man, like it was like the Source version of a video game.
I was about to say that was like the video game Source magazine. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. That's one thing I do miss. You know what I'm saying? And it also shows, you know, I think GameStop is kind of like damn near about to be dead. I know Game Informer and GameStop used to have like a little.
No, GameStop bought. I think they bought Game Informer, so they own. They own it, but they're the ones who kind of pressured Game Informer to close their doors, which is not a good sign for GameStop because they had because Game Informer they had to already lay off people back in like 20. Yeah, I think it says 2018, but they had to reduce. Yeah, so Game Informer's already been going through some rough times already. So basically, GameStop was like, bro, just pull the plug. It's time to let it go. So, it's unfortunate though. Yeah, but yeah, it's man, damn.
Yeah, I know, crazy, right?
It's just made
end of an era, man. Like
it really is.
End of an era.
It really is. Like, look, you had to be there. Like me, like if you grew up in the '90s, you know, gaming in the '90s, you know, that was one of the things. Like the magazine, the gaming magazine was the shit. Like, bro, you had to have, like, if you were a gamer and you didn't have at least a Game Pro or a Game Informer, you know, and if you was real fancy, you got the subscription. If you were real fancy,
you was real fancy.
You get it sent to your house. I ain't had that. I ain't had that. I had to go. I had to ask for it at the store and get lucky, or if not, I had to read it and memorize it. You know. Or ride my bike, or I would ride my bike up to the store if I ain't finished reading my magazine. Let me go up to get on the bike, ride up there, chill in there, read it. You know, boom. You had to do what you had to do out there. You know.
Yeah, you did. But, you had to.
But no, that's crazy. So RIP to Game Informer, 1991 to 2024, 33 years strong, man. And I don't think we're not gonna have anything else like it. We don't need it. We got the internet now. So yeah, it's one of the OGs that, you know, held on as long as it could. But, you know, for those who were there at that time, you know, and if you didn't, like, you know, I mean, if you end up stumbling across the old Game Informer magazine, crack that motherfucker open just for good times. You know, just to see the nostalgia. You know,
not crack it open.
Crack it open one time. You know, but yeah. So. Also, sticking with layoffs, you know, because, you know, Game Informer had to lay off people. Other people, layoffs still going on. Bungie, y'all, the makers of Destiny 2, last week they laid off, massive layoff last week, 220 employees, y'all. 220 people got the axe, and people were wondering, well, dang, after, it seemed that, with the success of all Destiny's DLCs and their online stuff, and with, what's coming out now next for Destiny 2, you would think that Bungie's doing well. And it seems like they're like, nah, we still got to kind of, cut the fat, downsize some things, but they're saying lately it hasn't been a good month for Bungie because, like I said, 220 employees, 17% of their workforce got laid off. And a report surfaced that the CEO, Pete Parsons, had spent $2.4 million on vintage cars over the past 2 years.
Are you serious?
And then shortly after that, it came to the light that hopes of avoiding layoffs by really nailing the Final Shape expansion was misplaced because cuts were reportedly planned regardless of the expansion's outcome. So basically, they were misusing funds. He was misusing funds. He was out here buying toys and stuff, banking that the next DLC was going to bring that money back in tenfold, and shit didn't go as he had planned. On top of that, they got under some heavy pressure from Sony to get their shit together. Sony was like, hey, bro, get your shit together, okay? Get it together. And they had to make some tough choices. All right. And I mean, you know what? This kind of makes sense now why we're not getting Destiny 3 too. If you think about it, we've been getting Destiny 2 content for a while, but we haven't been getting Destiny 3. And now you got Pete Parsons out here buying vintage cars, spending $2 million on vintage cars, and they're laying off staff because there's misusing funds instead of just putting the money where it's supposed to go back into their company, back into their employees, their workforce. And maybe we can get an actual successor to Destiny 2 instead of having to pad the stats and pad the income with these DLCs that are now starting to not do what they're supposed to do.
It make you not even want to support. Even if they come out with a Destiny 3, it just seems like knowing what Bungie's been doing, this ain't the first rodeo for them. It makes you not even want to support. It makes you not even want to support them. It's like me purchasing Final Shape, and really the only reason why I got it is just because I just want to see this whole light story all the way through. I played it with the homie Bob. He's in the chat right now. But yeah, it's just like we were saying it while we was playing. Like, this is the last time Bungie getting money from me. Like, it's like, especially what they've been doing. It's like I'm only playing this just to see the story through, and that's it. I mean, this is probably my last time playing the Destiny thing. It's crazy.
Right. And go on to the thing. Let me clarify. I misspoke. So the money is technically where he get the money from, the game, the company, because he pays himself. So that's from his salary, but he pays himself too much. Basically, his salary is crazy high, the CEO. And instead of taking a salary cut for the better and the greater good of the company, he decided to just get rid of 220 people so he can still keep his toys. Yeah. And he does. If he was smart, he would realize, hey, genius, you can't do this by yourself. You need a team. You need a staff. You need people to work for you because this game ain't going to make itself. So instead of you being like, look, for this year, let me cut half or 25%, 30% of my salary. Let me peel back a little bit and do what's best for the company so we can be able to make sure these people have a job and I can continue to keep putting out content for this game that people love. But nah, he just said, nah, I need cars. I need these cars. So now you see what happens when you're selfish. And I get it. People, at some point, you do have to be selfish. You got to look out for yourself. But when you get to that level of success to where now it's not about how much money you make, it's how much you can do for the people who made you that way. And that goes to your company. Like you can only, like, how much money, like I said, he's set. He's the CEO.
Yeah, he's good.
But you also realize that when your company, the company that you run isn't doing well, it starts and stops with you. And if you need to make a sacrifice, not only if he made that sacrifice and said, look, I'm going to make the sacrifice, I'm going to take a pay cut because I don't want to lose my team, my staff. Not only will it make his team appreciate him more, they'll be more loyal. They're going to work harder. And guess what? You're going to get more results and you're going to get that money back twice as much or threefold because now they're willing to crank out more because they know that you have their best interest at heart and not just yours. So now look at you. Now look at you. Now you got people who hate you. Your parent company is like, Sony's is on your ass. People are like, yo, what are you doing? And I don't see a Destiny 3 happening anytime soon. So fuck Pete, y'all. Fuck Pete.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a wrap. He's done.
Man. And that's how it is in business. Top dogs only care about, it's rare that you're going to get a CEO or an owner of a company that, you know, really truly cares about its staff and takes care of its staff 100%. And they'll do that for you in the good times. But when times get rough, you really see who they care about and how much they really care about you. And most of the time, they don't give a fuck. When it's bad, they will cut everybody they can before they cut a smidget of what they have. And it's a shame. It's a shame because those are the people that got you there. Like, those are the people that got you there. 220 people. So I hope all 220 of those people who lost their jobs, again, we say this all the time. We hope that you find employment somewhere else. We hope you land back on your feet. I'm pretty sure they got a severance package and, something to hold them over for a few months so they can be able to find new employment. But it's hard because when you're laying off so many people in one industry, it gets so competitive for them to all try to find a job. So there's only so many jobs to go around. So somebody's going to be left out and they're going to have to probably make a whole new career change, which and a whole different pay cut or pay scale. And I mean, if you worked all your life to do this one thing or go to school or whatever it is to get this skill set up, and now it doesn't matter because these CEOs are pissing away, everything. It sucks. So hate to see it. You hate to see it.
You hate it.
Yeah. But what you don't hate to see is that Control 2 is in production. I love to see that. I love to hear about that.
So that game was good, huh?
Oh, bro.
It looks good.
Bro.
I never got.
Let me tell you something right now. Go ahead, let me tell you something about Control.
You played the DLC too, didn't you?
Let me tell you something. Yeah. All of it. The Alan Wake DLC. Let me tell you something about Control. You say Janet Jackson. If it ain't that Janet Jackson, it don't get that action. Look, this with Apex. I feel like this is the originator of that. If Control 2 does what it's supposed to do, it's going to be one of my favorite games coming out next year because I know it's dropping next year. It's got to be at this point. Maybe 2026. I feel like next year. But Remedy, the makers of Alan Wake, Max Payne, and Control. First of all, we already know Alan Wake 2, phenomenal game. You know what it did. They now they're coming back with Control 2. And they're saying that it's in production stage, which means now that it's in a playable production stage. Now we're out of pre-production. Now they're actually playing the game. They're getting to the point where now they're actually building the world and doing everything they need to do. And that's a good sign. But on top of that, we're getting remakes of Max Payne 1 and 2. And they're also in the same production stage. Now, there's no release date. I'm just assuming that we're probably not going to get all this in the same year, but I got a feeling that we might get Control 2 2025 and the first Max Payne remake maybe after that at some point, maybe same year, and then the second one probably following. But I'm pretty sure we'll get Control 2, if not at least a trailer, and we'll get Control 2 at the end of 2025. But we getting something next year from Remedy, and I'm excited because Control, amazing game. I played it late when it first came out because I really didn't understand it. But once I played it, I was like, this game is so unique, so dope, so like just it was one of those games that when I played it, I couldn't stop playing it until I finished it. And then when the DLC dropped, I ran through the DLC. I love Control. So it gives me like, okay, the gameplay, and I don't know if Returnal came out before or after Control, but the gameplay, the third person gameplay, and the intricacies of how you can like take her pistol and kind of turn it into different weapons. I love that aspect of the game. I love the combat and the gameplay, but the story is so psychological, sort of like how Alan Wake is, of course, because it's Remedy. So you get that Alan Wake psychological story with some really, really good third person shooter action gameplay. And it just works. It just works. So, okay. And she got telekinesis powers and shit too. She'd be like throwing.
Yeah, she be moving stuff.
Yeah, that's amazing. Control is the shit. But I'm not worried about Control 2. I know that's going to be good. What I am concerned about is Max Payne, these remakes. Are we gonna get? Are we
remake like how Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 2 got remakes?
That's what I'm not too sure if we're getting full from the. I gotta look into it because I'm not really up on the Max Payne. I don't know if it's a full from the bottom to the top rebuild or if it's just a full remake. Bobby Yaga said, okay, so if it's a full remake, look, Remedy's been on fire. So I'm not gonna say that they're not gonna do a good job, but it's been so long since we've gotten the Max Payne, since Max Payne's been out, and they have to pretty much reintroduce Max Payne to the world at this point, to this new generation.
Mm-hmm. You don't know? You ain't feeling it?
I feel like there's gonna be some aspects of it that they gotta kind of like freshen up, like the whole bullet time shit. That was like cool back in the 2000s with Matrix and shit. Are they gonna do like the bullet time slow mo shit where he's like diving in slow motion and shooting and shit? Are they gonna do that still? Because you think that's gonna hit in 2024?
It might, bro. You never know.
I don't know, bro. It might not. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about some of the gameplay aspects. Was like, oh, that's dope. Now I look back at it, like, is it gonna translate 20 years later? That's my concern. I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna try it.
You gonna play it?
You know damn well I'm gonna play it. But those are my concerns. Like Bobby Yaga, it ain't gonna hit like it did. There's certain aspects also because Max Payne, like his story is very tragic. So how are they gonna keep that story that tragic? Like the man was taking painkillers. He was a drug addict, pretty much. The man was down on his luck. Oh, okay.
He's a drug addict.
Like this man was down bad, bro. This man was super down bad. But if they're gonna do a full remake, they gotta go for it. But also, I do want to see them add in some new elements, some updated, fresh elements to kind of make the game more modern. Not too much. Don't stray away too much from the core of Max Payne, but give it a nice coat of paint. And I'm pretty sure Remedy will. So, but I'm excited. How do you feel? Because I know you haven't played Control, but I'm pretty sure you played Max Payne.
See, I think this is gonna be one of them things where, like, if I see like some trailer, or if I see like a trailer, something gameplay of Control 2, I'm gonna be like, all right, man, let me go ahead and play this damn first one.
I'm telling you, bro, get on it. I would never steal you wrong. What I do with Hellblade for you, brother? What did I do with Hellblade for you? I told you about it, and look at you, Immaculate Warrior. I'm telling you, get on that Control, brother. Get on it.
It's like
Don't wait. After you finish your Elden Ring and your other stuff, it's cheap. It's probably on Game Pass at this point. I don't know if it's on Game Pass, but
Control.
Yeah, it might be on Game Pass, but not. But
it was a PlayStation Plus freebie, so I got it. I have
so it's just so you just gotta sit there collecting dust.
It's just sitting there collecting.
You ain't shit. Yep. You ain't shit.
I know.
You ain't worth a damn. But you play Max Payne? No, you play
I played the first Max Payne. Didn't they make like some sequels of Max Payne?
Max Payne 1 and 2 are good. 3, not so much.
I only played the first one.
Bobby Yaga's right. Don't worry about 3. That's why they only remaking 1 and 2 because they know 3 was a little. Yeah. 3 got a little weird.
Same way with Dead Space. I feel like Dead Space 1 and 2 are classic games. That third one, forget about it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I
mean, I'm here for the Max Payne remake, of course, with next gen graphics and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm here for it.
It's gonna be dope. I want to see the look of it. That's what I want to see too. I know because Remedy's games have been looking great visually. Like Alan Wake 2 was a visually. Ooh, that game hit visually amazing. So, and I know Control 2 with these new graphics, and I mean, man, give it to me. Put it in my veins. Remedy,
put it in your veins.
Me and Remedy, we right here. Me and Remedy right here with it. They know how to feed your boy the right meals. I'm telling you.
He said, put it in my veins.
So look out, y'all. When that trailer drop, I'm gonna be all over it, and we gonna talk about it. So whenever that Control 2 trailer drops, I got a feeling maybe we'll get a Game Awards trailer. I mean, if it's already in production stage. By the time December hits, I'm pretty sure they'll have something to show as far as like a trailer or like a small gameplay trailer. I don't see why they wouldn't. So I'm gonna bank on that we get at least a small Control 2 announcement trailer. So that's what I want to see. All right, y'all. So that's it for stories. We got them all. So we ran through some pretty good stories. We just talked about the Max Payne 1 and 2 remake, as well as Control 2 being all in production stages, and we'll be here sooner than you know it. Bungie, more layoffs. They CEO is trash, buying luxury cars instead of taking care of their team. But no, they had to suffer the consequences for that. Speaking of consequences, Borderlands suffered the ultimate consequence, not making a goddamn dollar. But they flopped hard. They flopped horribly. They went double wood in the streets. And Game Informer, RIP, closed his doors after 33 years, end of an era, a legend in the gaming magazine world. If you knew, you knew. And Black Myth Wukong coming out 7 days from this recording, Tuesday, the 20th. No, the 30th. No, wait, what's it? 20th.
Yeah, next week, next Wednesday.
I'm looking at the calendar.
A week from today.
A week from today. So August 20th. Wukong, Black Myth Wukong is out, PlayStation 5 and PC. So make sure if you want it, pre-order that joint. Or you can be like be scared and wait for a real nigga like me to play that shit and let them know.
Bro, I need to wait.
Right? All right, y'all. All right, so
shout out to Deogen too. I played a little bit of Hi-Fi Rush on Xbox, and I never finished it, but I think it's on PlayStation now. But I got it on Game Pass. They did get saved. Shout out to Hi-Fi Rush. It's a dope game. That's
okay. A dope game. I haven't done much Hi-Fi Rush, so I gotta tap into that one more too. A lot of games out here, y'all. All right, y'all. But that's gonna do it for part 1. But we're gonna take a quick. Can I even do an ad break on this shit? Can I?
Probably can't. Probably can't.
Bro, I forgot how to do ad breaks on this shit, bro. Hold on. Look at me fucking up. See, this is why. Oh yeah, because I gotta pull it up on the guy. Fuck it, y'all. We go just talk. We fuck that shit. Somebody probably got hit with a 10 piece already. But we're gonna do part 1 is over. We're gonna get into part 2, and we're gonna do a tier list, a video game movies tier list, and we gonna all as a community.
Oh man,
we gonna all as a community vote on the level of how good or bad these movies are. So that's coming up next. We had like 4 ads already. hey, look, we gotta pay the bills somehow. Gotta pay the bills, brother. All right, y'all. So that's gonna do it for part number 1, y'all. We appreciate it. It's the boy Granddad at 4:30. And we will catch y'all on part number 2.